Hey, what is up guys, Guitar Rock here. If you guys are not aware, Tower of Fantasy will be released this week, and it's just a couple of days before the game is officially released on both Steam, Android and iOS, depending on which platform you plan to play it on. Now, this is a game that personally I'm really excited about, not because its similarity to Genshin, but rather I've been looking forward to another open world style game. Now, I know that's going to be compared to Genshin, of course, it's inevitable, right? So it's kind of, the style is very similar, but in terms of the game, from what I heard, the approach is going to be much more similar to an MMORPG rather than a gacha style, although it does have some gacha elements integrated into it. Now, as you can see, this is the official website, 2 days and 11 hours as of the time of me making this video. I'm really excited, so if you guys haven't already, please do consider pre-registering. So you'll be getting a lot of these things going forward. You can see, I don't know if I can zoom in a little bit for you guys, but all of these rewards, the nucleus, these are basically the pulls that you can do in your account. So there's quite a number of here, gold nucleus, black nucleus. You also get plenty of outfits. These are all just from pre-registering in the account. Now let's talk a little bit about what we are getting right here. What are these things actually? So notice these purple looking ones. These are the black nucleus. Now the black nucleus, you get 10 of them, so you get 5 here, 5 plus 3 plus 2, which is 10. So, and then the gold nucleus, you'll be getting here 10 gold nucleus pulls. Now what does this mean? Let me roughly explain the gacha system and how it works in Tower of Fantasy. So this is what I can gather. So the gold nucleus PT counter is gonna be 80 in this game. Now 80 is pretty decent. So the black nucleus is of lower rarity, or like a lower quality pull, right? But there's no PT counter whatsoever. Now the PT counter in this game works in a very unique way. Notice right here, if you pull a character before reaching 80 in the gold nucleus, it does not reset. Now this, in my opinion, is a very generous gacha system. Like, it doesn't go back to 0. So let's say you pull an SSR at 78 pull. You are 2 pulls away from PT, right? It doesn't push it back and make it back become 0. You just need to do 2 more pulls and then you're guaranteed another SSR character. Now, in my opinion, this is a very generous system overall. You rarely see this kind of system in most gacha games. Most of it, like, they will go back to 0. The counter always goes back to 0. So this game is very unique. It has that generosity built into it, which I do appreciate. Now, sadly, the PT system doesn't work for black nucleus, so you have to keep that in mind. So global, you'll be getting 10 pulls from gold nucleus, and I think you're getting another 10 pulls for reaching 4 million pre-registration rewards. Right here you can see, and red nucleus as well. So apparently red nucleus is similar to gold nucleus, it's on a separate banner. Same concept applies, like in that particular banner, PT doesn't reset. Now apparently alongside with that, they also have one character banner at launch, aka Nemesis. So let me show you guys the video for this particular character. Now this is the character that is apparently the first character banner, alright, or the first weapon banner. So you can see, pretty cool design overall. So this is Nemesis. She will be featured in the first, and I think that's her costume or something along those lines. And you can see normal attack. She can attack 5 times in a row, etc. Now, something that you guys need to be aware of, you are actually pulling for characters and weapons. They are both integrated together, and you can swap your character to that weapon's outlook. Like in this case, Nemesis is also one of the character or the weapon that you can pull, right? So which is pretty interesting, and also there's dupe system as well. So yeah, it looks really good. I'm not sure if the video can pick it up. It is a bit blurry, but this trailer looks really hype. I really like it. Definitely, I don't know why they don't upload this on YouTube. They choose to put this on Twitter, which is a little bit weird. And if you guys are not aware, we're also gonna have the ticket selector for weapon box at the beginning. Now this is a selector. Obviously you can choose between these SSR in it. Apparently, like I said, this is like one of the so-called characters as well. So a lot of the veteran players have been saying you shouldn't pick this immediately. You should do some pulls first, and then you can pick the other one so that you don't get duplicates or whatsoever, unless you don't mind getting duplicates. And duplicates, like I mentioned, is pretty useful. You can pull up to 6 dupes to power up your character, so 7 copies, similar to Genshin in that aspect. So I just wish they would lower that duplicate a little bit. Also, one thing that you guys can probably be happy about is the slider. Now in the CN server, there's this thing called the chest slider for the female characters. Apparently that's being removed, and in the global server they will be adding that back. You can see this bus 1 and bus 2 this is the booba slider that you can customize, adjust your character's bust size accordingly. If you're trying to, you know, be as cultured as possible. Obviously, we're gonna go with the humongous Mummy Milkies. That's going to be the goal, that's going to be the plan, right? But yeah, plenty of global launch events is coming as well. You can see, like I mentioned, alright, main rewards is going to include SSR weapon box. This is going to be, if you guys are playing early on, 21 days after the event. I'm glad this is permanent, right? So a lot of games need to pay attention to this and probably do it this way, because like some games that I've played, like if you miss the first early phase, you miss that event, you miss that rewards. But in this case, you can see this one is a permanent event that lasts 21 days after your character creation. So it doesn't matter when you start the game. Like if you start later down 3 months, you will still be able to benefit from this event. I think this is something that should be done, and all the gacha games should standardize this, right? I've seen some gacha games that, you know, if you don't start like for the first 1 month or 2 months, you miss out on so much of the rewards, right? Right, so let's have a look at some of the characters starting out. These are the characters that are featured on the official website. As you can see, I think this is the most famous character. I see her a lot.
Will memories melt and fade like snow?
Right, it's like a combination of weapon and character. So you can see she has this Ice Claymore weapon associated to her. So this is the character design. Alright, so Meryl, Rosie H, pretty cool. Alright, and then we have characters like this, which is Samir, dual EM star. So apparently she's a gun. Alright, so you can use up to 3 weapons apparently, and you can interswap between how your character looks by the default one from your character customization, or to any of these characters that you pull, right? Really good design, really liking it. You can see, I like all of this. This one is a guy, I believe. It's a dude. It's much more of a knife, a double blade, dual-handed weapon, etc. Also gonna need to see and feel how the character or how the weapon plays out, right? So there's going to be styles associated with it. And we can see, this one is apparently an ice scepter. There are elements as well, based on what you can see. Alright, there's ice, bow and arrow, Tsubasa. And then this is another dude. I don't know why he looks very similar to, you know, a character from Genshin, alright? I'm sure you guys are aware. Fire, Sky. But maybe it's just a generic red hair, you know, husbando looking character, right? And yeah, we have like a more of a small child character. So Fire Enchanted, this Zero. And I think this character is probably the one that you see a lot in like posters and stuff. I've seen her multiple times now. Shiro. Apparently it's a chakram, which is kind of a unique weapon overall. So yeah, love the character design, definitely looking forward to the game. I'm really excited for the game, Tower of Fantasy. I will be streaming the game probably day 1 when it's released on my channel. So if you guys haven't already, consider subscribing, turn on the notifications as well. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.